From the Hero Law Firm studio, welcome to the Gwinnett Daily Post Podcast. Today is Tuesday, January 3rd, and happy 42nd birthday to former NFL quarterback Eli Manning.
We had a big parade downtown where we took the Lombardi Trophy into the heart of the city, and now we have no idea where it is.
I'm Dan Ratcliffe, and here are your top stories presented by Mall of Georgia Dodge Jeep Chrysler. Police are looking for a woman who robbed one bank and attempted to rob a second one. A local football star committed to the Georgia Bulldogs. And Carolyn Bordeaux secured $13 million for the 7th District. We'll have all this and more coming up on the Gwinnett Daily Post Podcast.
We sat down with Lauren Livesay and Colin Cappy, second-generation employees at Mall of Georgia Chrysler Dodge Jeep, to talk about their great customers both here in Gwinnett and across the country.
Well, one of my neighbors bought all his cars from us, and when I see him in the morning, I give him a good wave, and I'm very thankful for that. And he continues to want to purchase vehicles from us because of the good experiences he's had.
We have people from out of state that will come back that have been buying cars from us for years that'll drive on in or fly on in, trade in their car, get a new one, and leave. And we have some that are just loyal customers that have been with us for 28, 29 years. But then we have the ones, we have a very big online presence. We've been getting a lot of product, and we've been shipping them out all over the United States.
Mall of Georgia Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Go see them on the lot at 4345 Buford Drive in Buford, or go online and find them at mallofgeorgiachryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Gwinnett County police are looking for a woman accused of robbing one bank and trying to rob another in mid-December. Arrest warrants have been taken out against Janae Samantha Fareaux. Fareaux is accused of going to Wells Fago off Killian Hill Road in unincorporated Lilburn on December 14th and demanding that she be taken into the vault. Police say she left the bank without getting any money, however. A day later, Fareaux allegedly went to a Truist bank located off Pleasant Hill Road in unincorporated Duluth and passed a note to a teller. She allegedly left Truist with more than $2,000. Police say Fareaux was wearing a long black wig, gray t-shirt over a long-sleeved black shirt, black pants, black shoes, and green socks the last time she was seen. She may be driving a red or maroon 2019 or 2020 Hyundai Elantra. Anyone with information about Fareaux's whereabouts is asked to call detectives or Crime Stoppers. North Gwinnett senior Merrick Briley committed Sunday to the Georgia Bulldogs football program, accepting a preferred walk-on offer from the defending national champion. Briley, a 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver, had 37 catches for 795 yards and 8 touchdowns this season for North State playoff team. Briley had Division I offers from programs such as Stetson and Navy. He received his offer to be a preferred walk-on for the Dogs during his mid-December visit to Athens. As U.S. Representative Carolyn Bordeaux's final days in Congress ticked away during the holidays, she highlighted one last batch of funding she was able to secure for the 7th Congressional District before leaving office. Bordeaux, who leaves office this weekend, said the federal fiscal appropriations bill that was passed by the House and sent to President Joe Biden in December included nearly $13 million for projects in her district. In all, 14 7th Congressional District projects were included in the appropriations bill. Some of those projects include money to expand transit in Gwinnett County, support work to convert Hooper Renwick School building in Lawrenceville into the Hooper Renwick Library branch, and support efforts to help victims of sexual and domestic violence. This will be the last time that North Gwinnett and Forsyth County get funding allocations as part of the 7th Congressional District. Starting in 2023, Forsyth and parts of the Buford area will move to the 6th District, while most of the northern half of Gwinnett will move to the 9th District. Meanwhile, parts of North Fulton County and the part of Gwinnett County that is south of US 78 will be added to the 7th District. A major chunk of the 7th District money included in the appropriations bill will support transit expansion in Gwinnett County. That funding includes $2 million for Gwinnett County Transit to establish micro-transit service in the Buford and Suwanee area. Another $2 million was allocated to the county's transit system for bus shelters for a new Route 25 local bus service. Data shows Georgia is among the worst states for grade crossing crashes. According to Operation Lifesaver, citing preliminary 2021 Federal Railroad Administration statistics, Georgia had 132 grade crossing collisions with 8 deaths and 37 injuries. The Peach State ranked behind Texas and California for the number of collisions. According to the Georgia Department of Transportation, in 2018 to 2020, there were 283 crashes with 22 fatalities and 63 injuries. Between 2018 and 2020, 12.4% of all injuries and 5.3% of all fatalities occurred at grade crossings with gates. The number of crashes in Georgia increased from an average of 81 in 2010 to 2012 to 99 per year in 2007 to 2019, even as the annual number of crashes during the 2009 to 2019 nationally stayed constant. Across Georgia, there are more than 5,000 railroad crossings. However, less than half, roughly 45.2%, have gates, while about 2.9% have flashing lights but no gates. The majority, roughly 51%, are so-called passive crossings, meaning they do not have flashing lights or gates. Why talk to Tom M. Wages Funeral Home Service today? You remove the financial and emotional stress from your loved ones. On the worst day of their lives, your family doesn't need to add financial stress to the pain of loss. You protect them. A pre-funded, pre-arranged funeral allows your family to grieve and mourn without the worry of how to pay. Plus, the peace of mind you have knowing everything is taken care of is priceless. Don't leave the worry and stress to your loved ones. Take care of your funeral pre-arrangements now. Let the family service professionals at Tom M. Wages in Snellville or Lawrenceville help you. Call Tom M. Wages today at 770-979-3200 or email jim@wagesfuneralhome.com. Tom M. Wages, the most respected and requested funeral home in Gwinnett County.
It all started with a group of cowboys who broke from the mold and wanted more. 30 years later, the ride continues, and the professional bull riders have never been more ranked.
The best ever! We were here for it!
Don't be a... Join the ride and celebrate 30 years with the PBR live January 21st and 22nd at Gas South Arena in Duluth. Tickets now at pbr.com and axs.com.
Lanier had good reason to throw in the towel. The Longhorn boys basketball team saw its 7-point lead over Scottsboro dwindle to 2 before halftime of the 31st annual Deep South Classic Championship on Friday. Then they surrendered back-to-back three-pointers to open the third quarter, resulting in a 4-point deficit. Some teams would panic, others might fold entirely. Instead, the Longhorns dug in their heels. Lanier used a dominant third-quarter run to pull out a 61-56 win and secure the DSC title on Eddie Martin Court. The Longhorns made a concerted effort to apply pressure, close out on shooters, and force up shots. On the other end of the court, the proverbial lid on the rim dissolved, allowing their own shots to float through the net at last. The result, a flurry of 14 unanswered points en route to a 20-2 run that flipped the game on its head. By the time the third quarter game clock dipped inside the minute, the Longhorns had built up a 46-32 advantage. The run lasted 5 minutes of game time, but it was perfectly encapsulated by a sequence that took just 38 seconds to unfold. While Lanier Jr. Cameron Thornton's three-pointer slipped through the net to retake the lead for his team, 5:10 remained on the clock. Just 20 seconds later, senior Landon Suarez stopped at the same spot on the court and knocked for a three-point jumper of his own. The Wildcats marched down the court looking to answer, but junior Jace Nathaniel blocked the shot. The Longhorns wasted no time running the other in transition, putting the ball in the hands of Suarez, who once again connected from downtown to make it 37-30. The 38-second sequence injected a jolt of energy into the Longhorns that ultimately carried them to victory. And now here's community reporter Matt Golden with this week's Gwinnett Education Spotlight.
Hello, Gwinnett listeners. Gwinnett County is home to many great schools that have great traditions in academics, athletics, arts, student life, leadership, and more. Today, we're going to highlight North Gwinnett High School. North Gwinnett is located outside the city limits of Suwanee. It has an enrollment of around 3,200 students. Its principal is Nathan Ballantyne. Its school colors are red, black, and white, and its mascot is the Bulldog. It was established in 1958. Every student at NGH is provided a faculty mentor. Students have advisement lessons with their mentor on Wednesdays. Freshmen at NGHS are also given student mentors. In 2009, North Gwinnett received the Silver Award for the Single Statewide Accountability System. In 2010, the Department of Education named the school as one of the Advanced Placement Honor Schools. School activities include athletics, clubs, and leadership such as the NGHS Beta Society, Student Council, Quiz Bowl, HOSA, TSA, DECA, FBLA, and Relay for Life. The school's football team won the 2017 state championship in Class 7A. The varsity women's soccer team won the 2019 state championship in Class 7A. Notable alumni are current Colorado Rockies star Charlie Blackmon, American car enthusiast and YouTuber Ed Bolian, WNBA player Lexi Brown, former NFL player Jared Cook, former NFL player Mitch Hyatt, NFL player Juwan James, Olympic athlete Kibwe Johnson, actor Noah Lomax, former NFL player Robert Nelson, former NFL player Austin Shepard, NFL player CJ Uzomah, and former MLB player Blake Wood. For more information on North Gwinnett, please head over to northgwinnett.com. For the Gwinnett Daily Post Podcast, I'm Matt Golden. It's hockey time in the A. The Atlanta Gladiators return to Gas South Arena for another season of huge hits, incredible goals,
lands down for Oliver. Oliver shoots and rebound loose. They score!
And wild celebrations. Head over to AtlantaGladiators.com to get your tickets today as we celebrate 20 years of Atlanta Gladiators hockey. The Atlanta Gladiators, Atlanta's hockey team.
Again, Kylie gets it back. Near side Vitelli. He shoots and scores!
From the water that flows from your tap to the roads you drive on your way to work, Gwinnett County government provides high-quality services to residents every day. Our residents, businesses, schools, local governments, and nonprofits have a long tradition of working together to make Gwinnett the best place to live, work, play, and raise a family. Together, we'll ensure that Gwinnett is a place where everyone thrives. Learn more about county services at GwinnettCounty.com and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at GwinnettGov.
Making your weekend plans? There's never a dull moment in the DTL. Visit the historic Lawrenceville Square or one of our more than 20 unique restaurants and eateries, breweries, and eclectic shops. Enjoy an outdoor concert or movie at the Lawrenceville Lawn, an Aurora Theater show at the Lawrenceville Arts Center, multiple brunch options, the Slow Pour Sunday Market, and so much more. Visit downtownlawrencevillega.com for a full events calendar, helpful links, and details. That's downtownlawrencevillega.com.
Huddle up, everyone. Hi, I'm Peggy Slappy from Peggy Slappy Properties. Just like every good quarterback needs an offensive line, every home buyer and every home seller needs a good professional realtor on their side to keep them from getting sacked. Our trusted team of PSP Realtors has been helping Gwinnetians buy and sell homes for over 40 years, and we'd love to help you. Call the winning play. Come by our office today or see us online at psponline.com. A winning team for 40 years and counting.
Thanks for listening to today's Gwinnett Daily Post Podcast. Did you know over 50% of Americans listen to podcasts weekly? Make sure you join us for our next episode and share this podcast on social media with your friends and family. Add us to your Alexa Flash Briefing or Google Home Briefing, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. Darren Sutherland, Executive Director. Jacob Sutherland, Director. Matt Golden, News Director. Chin Ray Zhang, Director Producer. And Jason Gentarola, Audio Producer. All rights reserved.